Hey guys, hope you're doing well. This is Nick as always, and this is just an intro video to a series I've recorded about how to make a product listing. This is going to be split up into 5, maybe 6 videos, in which I will describe how to create a product listing first, then how to create a fulfillment inventory request. Then we're going to look for keywords, and I will tell you some tips and tricks on what makes good keywords and how to use free and paid tools to get those. Then we're going to craft a description, bullet points, and title that are in line with the keywords, the back-end keywords, so that they work they work together to optimize your listing better. So right out of the gate, you're pretty well optimized, and then you can work on it as you go forward, as you move forward, with the customers' feedback, Amazon feedback, and the PPC, which is pay-per-click feedback. And then finally, we're going to go over photos and what makes good photos and how you can take those yourself on a budget. So stay tuned, and I'll have the links there. Now, one thing that I do want to talk about is at what point should you be worried about the listing? At what point should you go through these 5-6 steps that I'm going to be outlining? And I would describe it in the grand scheme of things. Basically, you're looking at step 1 is product research. This is where you're going to find your niche. Step 2 is you're going to find a supplier, be it Alibaba or somewhere in South America or even United States or Canadian factory that can provide you or manufacture the product that you want. And once you place that order, once you found the manufacturer and you've given them a down payment, usually about 30%, once you've paid that 30%, this is when you start doing the listing. Up until then, there's really no point, because for a couple of reasons. First of all, you have not fully committed to this product until you've paid money for it. At least that's how I see it. Because people start working on their listings, and in many cases, I found that it's more of a procrastination technique or tactic, that you will trick yourself thinking that you're doing something important for Amazon, but really you're just procrastinating pulling the trigger on that product. So do not watch this until you've done your product research, you've picked the product, you've found a supplier, and you've made an order for which you've already paid the down payment for. Only then get into the construction of your listing. The second reason for that is because the manufacturing usually takes anywhere between 1 to 2 weeks to like a month or so, not counting the freight forwarding. The freight forwarding will be an additional couple of weeks to a month. So you're looking at this whole time stretch of time that you're basically not really doing a lot other than confirming details with your supplier, finding freight forwarder. So it's kind of like it's step based, right? So you don't want to be doing things that you could be doing later while there's something more prominent or something more high value to be done, high importance. So be sure that you have made your first order, and if you have, congratulations, you're on your way there. And let's get into it. Let's go over how to make a listing and all that jazz.